Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage President and CEO of National NVOAD, Greg Forrester.
Wow, what a crowd. We were just mentioning, looking back, it was nice to see the room fill in, and this is the biggest crowd ever. Come on, give it to me for that one a little bit, would you? We are in the D.C. area now with our offices. It's my pleasure and honor to welcome you to the 2017 National NVOAD Awards Dinner, where we recognize organizations and individuals for their leadership, their innovation, and their living of the spirit of National NVOAD. Our National NVOAD members do not provide service to disaster-affected communities for recognition, but tonight we get to honor a few of you for your service to others and for your commitment to cooperation, communication, coordination, and collaboration. As we begin our evening, I remind you that National NVOAD recognizes that spirituality is an essential part of humanity and respects the broad diversity of belief and backgrounds represented by our member organizations. The prayers before National NVOAD conference meals will reflect this diversity. We recognize the right of each faith group and tradition and individual to hold their existing faith traditions and invite you to respectfully participate according to your own beliefs with sensitivity to others. I invite Reverend Greg Hand to come forward and deliver a multi-faith spiritual offering. Reverend Greg Hand is the director of the Interfaith Relations Department at Interfaith Ministries for Greater Houston. He is an ordained minister in the Presbyterian Church USA, and prior to his role at Interfaith Ministries for Greater Houston, he served as the Presbyterian churches in Houston area and taught English at St. John's School in Houston. The Reverend Greg Hand.
Thank you. Welcome to Houston, or as we like to say here, howdy, y'all. Over the past 18 months, Interfaith Ministries for Greater Houston has been crafting and coordinating these shared prayers, communal invocations that weave voices together so that each voice may be distinctive in its faith confession, but united in message and purpose. So tonight I welcome to the podium as well with me Rabbi Laura Scheinkopf, an experienced rabbi, writer, and interfaith advocate, and Dr. Moeen Butt, a retired physician, former president of the Islamic Society of Greater Houston, and an interfaith advocate as well.
Let us pray. Bruchim Abaim, blessed are all those who have come here. Together we give thanks for the spirit of life and for the wisdom we pursue. Through you, O God, we have come to see our reliance on each other, and we are grateful for this day and the opportunity to work together.
We give thanks for this conference, for efforts to bridge the gulf, to be ones who fill the gap, to be present in times of trouble, to fill those chasms that separate people from the services they need.
We give thanks for this group of people who, in the spirit of individual excellence, see that cooperation is the best way to achieve our goals. Let us seek to strive to be the best that we can be, to outdo one another in good deeds, and to see that the best way to do so is to work together for the common good. And so we are grateful for the call to serve, for in giving we are called to share, in goodness we are called to be good, in grace we are called to be even more graceful. The Gospel of Mark tells us, for even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. We see the face of the divine when we serve others.
We are grateful for the call to care for and defend all people, whether familiar or stranger. The Torah instructs us to remember the widow, the orphan, and the stranger because we were once strangers. And so we know that we must treat people, especially those who are most vulnerable, with dignity and compassion.
We are grateful for the call to learn from each other. The Quran tells us, O mankind, we created you from a male and a female and made you nations and tribes, that you may know one another. Indeed, the noblest of you before God are the pious among you. Let our mutual learning lead to mutual understanding, and may that understanding lead to respect. And so, as we who represent three different faiths,
three different backgrounds,
and three different points of view,
offer our prayers for this event, let our distinction lead us to greater understanding and service.
and may our achievements advance the good of all. And let us say together, Amen.
Amen.
Our awards dinner is a celebration of those who have served National VOAD and our disaster-affected communities in extraordinary ways. To begin our recognition this evening, I would like to invite April Wood, Chair of the National VOAD Board, to the podium to recognize members who have served on our Board of Directors but will not be continuing in that capacity. April Wood.
Good evening. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the work of those departing the Board of Directors at the end of this conference. And for those of you who know me, I have often spoken about this Board of Directors as a part of my family, as we've spent significant time together and worked through significant decision-making and really come together in a remarkable unity of effort. At this time, I'd like to invite Pascali Poporis to the podium, please. Is Pascali in the room? So Pascali joined the Board of Directors 3 years ago, representing the state VOADs. Come on up. I'll say nice things about you with you standing beside me. His contributions are many, from policy updates to engaging new members, from leading the Mission and Vision Task Force and producing a new and updated mission statement for National VOAD last year. He's also led the Documents Task Force and has graciously offered to continue serving in that role as chair upon his departure from the board. Pascali is known for many things, but most of all, we will likely remember his good laughs that he brought to our board meeting. Thank you for your service, Pascali, and it's been an honor to serve with you. I'd like to invite Miss Jen Dorsch to the podium, please. Did everybody sit in the back of the room today? There you are. So Jen joined the board representing the Church of the Brethren about a year ago, and while her tenure was brief, she has been a pleasure to work alongside, and her contributions include policy updates as well as chairing the Human Resources Task Force, with her priority on updating all of our HR policies. And once again, she has graciously offered to continue this leadership role upon her departure from the board. Jen, we appreciate all of that you have done and your many contributions to National VOAD. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to invite Kate DeShino from AmeriCares to the podium, please. Kate joined the board of directors 3 years ago, representing AmeriCares, and has served for the last 2 years as our assistant treasurer and treasurer on our executive committee. Among her many contributions, she has led the development of a financial and accounting manual to refine our accounting practices. Her contributions, just like her predecessors, have been many, and we will certainly miss her from serving on the board. We wish her the best as she returns to AmeriCares for her duties and continue to embrace her in the National VOAD family. Thank you for your service, Kate. Okay, this concludes our initial awards. Please enjoy your dinner, and we'll be back after a short break. Thank you.